Welcome to the Perfect Mess Podcast. I am your host, Ray Molina, and thank you for tuning in for another episode. Today, we're going to talk about a man without a mission is a dangerous man. Let me say it again. A man without a mission is a dangerous man. And not dangerous like you might think, okay? You might think, oh man, I got to watch out for this guy. No. If a man doesn't have a mission or a purpose, he can sabotage his family. He can sabotage his children. He can sabotage his wife, his girlfriend, his significant other, in the worst way because he doesn't have a purpose. So let's get into it tonight. And before I get started, make sure to please go to YouTube right now. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do me a favor. Hit that little red subscribe button. Do me a favor, hit that and give me a thumbs up here. And if you feel so inclined, if you're listening to on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify, do me a favor and hit the follow or subscribe button there. And I'd really appreciate that. If you would like to interact with me live and direct and be able to chat with me, you would want to do that on TikTok, and you can add me on TikTok. Go to tiktok.com, search for @It'sRayMolina. You will find me. Hit that follow button for me, and I go live Monday through Thursday from 8 o'clock till 10 p.m. West Coast time. I have a live broadcast where I talk about the podcast, and we do these types of episodes, but I do them live, and then I bring a panel up to where you guys can interact with me and we can talk about it and all of that. It's fantastic. You want to check it out. Outside of that, do me a favor, follow me on Instagram @It'sRayMolina. I really appreciate you for doing that, and my website, per usual, is raymolina.com. Okay? So let's get started. A man without a mission is a dangerous man. Men, especially fathers, aren't wired for comfort. We're wired for responsibility, challenge, and a mission. When a man loses his purpose, he doesn't just drift. He deteriorates. And when fathers lose their edge, families feel it. This episode speaks to men who feel stuck, bored, or restless. Maybe they're good dads, but they feel empty inside. They have no real challenge pushing them anymore. And you're surviving instead of building. I've been there. Here's the problem. Comfort is killing most men. Let me say it again. Comfort is killing most men. Modern life removed the hunt, the fight, the mission. Too many men live on autopilot. Work, bills, couch. Run it back one more time. Work, bills, couch. How many of you listening or watching right now, that is your everyday? Be honest. It's okay. Be honest with yourself. If your day consists of just work, bills, couch, just think about that for a minute and hold that thought. There's no challenge, and when you have no challenge, you have no identity. Men without purpose chase distractions, escapes, addictions, ego. What are some of those escapes? Let's be honest, man. Pornography, video games, ball games. I mean, you name it. Anything that will distract us from our monotonous life, that doesn't challenge us, that doesn't push us, right? A man without a challenge will create problems just to feel alive. That's a powerful, powerful line. I'll say that to you again. A man without a challenge will create problems just to feel alive. Why do men need a challenge? Because challenge sharpens discipline. Pressure gives men identity. Responsibility builds confidence. And growth only comes through discomfort. There's a lot of things that I do in my life, y'all, that I never used to do. I never used to push myself, okay? Not to the lengths that I do now. I never used to challenge myself. I never used to purposely put myself under pressure. I never did programs like 75 Hard. I never hiked Mission Peak in the Bay Area. I didn't care to do that. I never ran 8, 9, 10 miles in a row without stopping, because it was for what? I didn't go hike all these different hikes all year, pick a hike every year. I didn't do any of these things. I didn't fast for 72 hours just on a water fast. I didn't do all those things. I didn't ride my bike for 22 miles like I did. All of these things I did during the pandemic, and a lot of them I still do. But why did I do it? Because I wanted something to challenge me. Because I knew I was lacking a purpose in my life. Yes, I was a father, and that is a purpose. But for me, I needed something to push me to be an even better father, to be an even better man. And honestly, I had to find that purpose after my divorce, because it wasn't there. And maybe you're watching or listening right now and you're going through a divorce, or you've gone through a divorce. You lost your wife, and now you have a fractured relationship with your kids because you don't get to see them all the time. And now you're wondering, who the hell am I? I knew who I was when I was in my 20s, but I don't know who I am now in my 40s and 50s. I don't know what's going on with me. Trust me when I tell you, you have to find a purpose. You have to find something that's going to challenge you. You have to do things that are going to push you, things that are going to get you out of your comfort zone. You see a lot of men nowadays, they do the cold plunge. I don't have access to a cold plunge, but I'll tell you what I do. I do a cold shower. I'll take my warm shower in the morning, and then I'll hit that timer. Boom, throw that thing to cold, take the heat off, and just stand there 2-3 minutes, cold shower. Making up cuss words because it's so damn cold. But I'll do it. Why? Somebody's probably listening, but what's the purpose? Because it's difficult. It's not easy. And I know it's good for my blood flow. I know it's good for my recovery. I know it's good for my body. So I do it. What are some things that can help you? With me, it's training, my work ethic, my faith, my fatherhood, being a father, and coaching. I train all the time. No, I'm not a bodybuilder. And I don't expect you to look at me and be like, oh, if you train all the time, then why don't you look? I'm not training to be a bodybuilder. See, this is the thing. A lot of men think when you say training, that you're training to be a bodybuilder. You're training to, no, I'm not. You can go to the gym and train every day, but just train to get your body in motion, to get your body used to being in shape, to get your body used to doing hard stuff. So when you're older, you don't have frail bones, and you just stepping off a step the wrong way, you break your hip because your bones are frail. You train for the future. You train for longevity. That's why I train. My work ethic. I have a schedule that I try to stick to as much as possible. I'm human, okay? I'm not here preaching to anybody, but I'm telling you, I'm human. I do fuck my schedule up sometimes, but not all the time. Most of the time, I'm pretty narrow and rigid about my schedule. Work ethic, man. Work hard. Have a good work ethic. Your faith. You guys have been here long enough. You hear me talk about faith all the time. I always talk about faith. I put God first. I wake up in the morning. I drop to my knees, 10, 15-minute prayer. Every morning, I pray. I make sure God knows I'm thankful. I'm grateful for everything he's done in my life. And then I ask him, how can you use me? Use me, Lord. Use me in whatever I'm doing in my life. Just use me. Whatever you need me for, use me. Fatherhood. I think that's where I shine the most, because of what I do with my children. I'm not just there, but I impute beautiful knowledge into them. I impute training. I impute work ethic. I impute faith. I impute what it means to be a man, how to treat a woman, how to carry yourself, how to be a leader, how to handle friends that you meet when you actually go out and you party and you realize your friends are doing things that you wouldn't normally do. How do you handle those situations? How do you handle a situation when a girl says she doesn't like you anymore, or when a girl likes you and some other guy likes her and there's a problem between you and the guy now? How do you deal with these things? How do you answer the question when someone says, you believe in God? How do you believe in somebody that you can't even see? How do you deal with these? These are the conversations I have with my children. Fatherhood is part of giving me purpose and coaching. Because if I didn't have my own kids, guess what? I got a bunch of kids that are from other people that they are trusting me to lead these kids, to teach these kids, to be honorable, to be a leader, to teach them more than just the game. Teach them everything that's in between the lines, but also give them the knowledge of what's outside the lines so they can be successful outside the lines as well. Are you hearing everything I'm saying? If you do any of these things, ramp it up. Ramp it up. These things are your mission. The things that you just heard me talk about, these are things that can be your mission. They give you purpose. All of those things I just mentioned, they saved me when my life was a mess. When I started this podcast, the things that I'm talking about right here, they saved me. Because without coaching, without being a father, without all these responsibilities, I would have went down to the deepest dungeon you've ever saw in your life. Because I was depressed. I was broken. I was heartbroken. My heart, my spirit, everything was broken. But I couldn't let myself go because I had purpose. I had a reason to get up every morning. And if you're listening right now and you're watching and you're a man and you're dealing with this, I promise you, you have a reason to get up every morning. You may think you don't, but I promise you, you do. Well, you say, Ray, I don't have kids. Then you've got something else. You've got people you got parents that love you, want to be there for you. You got siblings, you got a girlfriend, you got a wife, and maybe you don't have any of those things. My parents died. My family lives in another state. I don't have a wife or a girlfriend. You got God and you got yourself. You got to love yourself more. You always have a reason to get up every morning. You win the lotto when you wake up, man. You win the lotto. Every day you wake up, these two eyeballs open up. You got a chance and a choice, and you won the lottery because you're here. Fathers, listen to me. You, especially, cannot afford to drift. Kids don't need perfect dads. They need driven dads. Sons need something to watch a man chase. At 51, my kids still see me chasing greatness. They still see me chasing being a strong father. They still see me in the gym lifting weights. They still see me running. They still see me exercising. They still see me coaching. They still see me getting stronger in my faith. They still see me trying different things as an entrepreneur to try and make more money. And they see me trying to write my first book. At 51, my kids still see their father chasing a dream, chasing goals. Your kids need to watch you chase something. They don't need to see you coming home after work, kick the dog, eat your food, drink a six-pack, and fall asleep on the lazy boy. That's not showing them anything. What that's showing them is this is life. And you've thrown in the towel, and don't throw in the fucking towel. There's so much more to life than that. You know it. You probably hear it from people left and right, and you probably feel guilty, but you're not doing a fucking thing about it. And this isn't a knock on anybody that works hard labor and does those things. Plenty of people I know and love do that. But I'll tell you what, a lot of them find it in their hearts to come home, kiss the wife, do a little family time. Hey, I got to go hit the gym. You gonna go right now? Yeah. Matter of fact, yo, put your gym shoes on. Let's go to the gym. Grab their kids and go to the gym. Get a quick little 30-minute workout in. Little things. Little things. Hey, you and me, call the wife, the kid. Let's go for a walk. We're gonna go to the park. Yeah, I'm tired. Aren't you tired? Yeah, I'm tired. But hey, this is us. We need to bond. Let's go walk. Walk with the kids. Hold the wife's hand, girlfriend's hand, and talk. Those things matter. If you have daughters, they need to see what discipline and standards look like. Man, if you have daughters, you've got your work cut out for you, especially in these days. You got to show them. You got to be there. You got to be the example. When fathers quit growing, families shrink emotionally. You are supposed to be the main cog of that family. And when you start to slow down and you stop growing, your family goes by the wayside because you are the leader. And wherever you lead them, that's where they go. And if there is no inspiration, there is no mission, there is no goal, there is nothing that is pushing you to be great, then they have no desire to be great themselves. Are we clear with that? Your kids don't need motivational speeches. They need an example that bleeds effort. Motivation only lasts so long, okay? Motivation's cute. I like motivation. Listen, I listened to Joe Rogan, his speech on be the hero of your movie all the time. It's about a minute and a half, 2 minute long. And that motivates me. But that's just a kickstart on days that I need it. But it doesn't last. The effort lasts. You have to put in the effort. If you need to be motivated every day, all day, you've got bigger problems. We're talking about finding your purpose here, man. And being that I just said, find your purpose, let me be clear. It's chosen. Your purpose is chosen. It's not found. Purpose isn't passion. Purpose is responsibility that you accept. Men must pick a mountain, get in shape, build something, lead spiritually, serve others, become dangerous in the right way. Say it again. Get in shape, build something, lead spiritually, serve others, and become dangerous in the right way. So let's talk about it. You may be saying, well, Ray, how do you do that? Well, I train all the time. I'm not carved out of marble, but I'm able to run 3-4 miles without stopping. It may not be the fastest 3 or 4 miles, but I'm able to run 3 or 4 miles without stopping. I'm able to go into the gym, throw some weights around, and get my butt in gear. Okay? So I get in shape. Build something. I've built a podcast platform that is doing extremely well. I was listed last year, this year that just ended, as one of the top Spotify channels growing the fastest growing podcast channels in my genre. One of the top, 90%, I believe. I built a TikTok platform with some wonderful people who are probably listening right now. That's almost at 10,000 followers. That is generating something great, a beautiful community there. And it's growing. It's helped this podcast grow. It's helped everything else grow. Do I lead spiritually? You're damn right I do. Every night I do my live broadcast on TikTok, I end with a prayer roll call where I take prayer requests from everybody who's live with me. I jot them down, and when I'm done, I do a prayer for the entire chat, for the entire live. Pray for everybody. When I'm out coaching baseball, we pray. When I'm with my children, I pray. On Sundays, every Sunday, we do home church, me and my two sons, and we call it Three Kings Church. I lead them in the Word. We read together. We do a Bible plan. We read my daily devotion. We read our men's daily devotion, and we do a Bible plan, and we pray. Yes, I lead spiritually. Serve others. Constantly serve others. How do I do that? I'm always at people's beck and call. I'm always there to help. People have called me for numerous things, and I am always there to help. And when I can't, I usually can find someone that will be able to. I don't get paid to do some of the things I do with baseball. I give them my time. I'm there to serve them, to teach them the game. Become dangerous in the right way. How do I do that? By getting in shape, by getting my mind straight, by getting my faith strong, and by doing difficult things. When you do all of those things, you become a dangerous person. Why? Because nobody can pull the wool over your head no more. You're physically fit, you're mentally fit, you're spiritually fit. You are ready to take on the world. That is being dangerous in the right way. If your life doesn't demand something from you daily, you are not living on purpose. I'm going to say that one again because it's powerful. If your life doesn't demand something from you daily, you are not living on purpose. Every morning you wake up, your life should require you to do something. You should have people or something that expects you to be there or expects you to get something done. Something. If you don't have it, you are not living on purpose. And that is a big, big problem that you need to address. I'm going to challenge you guys that are listening and watching right now. Okay? Here are some things that I challenge you to do. And these are things that I'm doing. Wake up earlier. Train your body. Set a 90-day goal. Remove one thing that has to do with comfort in your life. Remove it. Add one responsibility and lead your household intentionally. I challenge you. It is the top of the year. What do you got to lose? Maybe your wife, maybe your kids, your family, your marriage to a divorce. Hell, I lost it. It really happens. And some of you that are listening and watching right now, it probably happened to you, or you are probably on the verge of dealing with that this year. Only you know that. So I challenge you again, wake up earlier, train your body, set a 90-day goal, remove one comfort, add one responsibility, and lead your household intentionally. Try it. I'm going to close with this. Men don't fall apart because life is hard. They fall apart because life stops asking anything of them. And a father without a mission becomes a man his kids outgrow. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. If this message hit home for you, I would hope that you share it. I would hope that you take this episode and you send it to somebody in your life that needs to hear it. Nothing about this episode was to knock any man down. My job here and what I aim to do is encourage you to be a better version of who you are and to push you like I needed pushing. There is nothing special about me at all. I'm just like you. It's just I had people push me, and when I didn't have people push me, God pushed me. So please, if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with somebody. Clip the favorite part in this episode that you like. Clip it and send it to somebody. And at the very least, I hope you hit subscribe on YouTube. I hope you hit subscribe on Apple, Amazon, or Spotify. And I do hope that you go to TikTok and give me a follow over there so you can interact with me live. Maybe you like this episode so much you want to go live with me and talk to me and say, hey, Ray, I listened to that episode and I want to tell you how much it hit me. Okay? Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's Ray Molina. That is also my TikTok. And please, if you are still on the late shift and you're buying gifts for people for Christmas still and Christmas past, go to my website, raymolina.com. There's a ton of merchandise there. And when you support me, you support my kids. So please check it out, raymolina.com. And if you would like to donate and send a little tip my way, you can do that by Venmo. It's at It's Ray Molina. PayPal is at It's Ray Molina. And my Cash App is $ It's Ray Molina. I love you guys. And I'm going to close this like I always do. My life isn't perfect. Oftentimes it is a mess. But for me, it is the perfect mess. I love you guys. God bless you. Please tell the people that you love them. And I will see you on the flip side. Peace.